Hi everyone, I'm Lara. Nina is not here today with me, but you guys kind of knew that if you listened to the end of season one. And I would love to give Nina a really hard time for leaving me alone doing this, but I can't. At the beginning of season one, we couldn't decide whether we wanted to do it as video or audio and video together. And we decided only audio because the information that we were giving was what people would be listening to. No one cared about who we were or what we looked like or something like that. It was strictly the stories that we were telling and the information. So we said, okay, no video, just audio. But along the way, people have been curious, who are we? Besides what you can find on the internet. Nina and I do not have a huge social media presence any longer. We used to, but it was strictly based on politics, not on us, who we were. And that's how Nina and I actually got to know one another. We met on Twitter back in 2010. We finally met face to face in 2013 in Tbilisi, Georgia, the country, not the state. I was there teaching English. Nina needed a job teaching English, and she joined me there. And we became friends, travel partners. We've been to all sorts of places, de facto territories even. And we're 10th cousins, maybe closer. We haven't quite figured out all of our family tree. And so we're both little, genealogy freaks and things like that. But we are not for the selfies and for the videos and all those things, and it is exceptionally painful. And I'm the outgoing one, so if it's painful for me to do this, I don't even know. Nina will be like, make it stop, don't let me do this. But I'm hoping that she does join me before we start season two to do a recap of season one and maybe to do the preview of season two. Because during season two, although it's going to be 44 episodes, running until 1989, we're going to have a couple of episodes in between where guests are going to join us. And then Nina's going to be forced to do this video thing with me. And she doesn't have practice before then. It's going to suck. And when we recorded our first episode, I made Nina, I don't know, I think we recorded like 6 or 7 times before I was satisfied. And now I look back on it and I go, this sucks. This is really, really bad. So I don't even know what I'm going to think about when I look at this video at some point in time. But I promised that I was going to do it. And if I promise something, I'm going to do it. Last week, I failed to deliver on my promise because I am in Kalevia. It is a small border town between Hungary and Serbia. And it's pretty and it's beautiful and it's quiet. But rural areas and internet, and there's wild animals, farm animals, kids, dogs, all of those things, not my children. But it's tough. It's tough to record. So I have one more week here, and then I'm going to, not a new place, an old place for me, but I'll be relocating and not back home. So I'll have a new place to record from, and I'll be alone with Lila the dog, which you guys need to meet Lila at some point in time. And she's a rescue from Subotica, Serbia, and she's wonderful and she's sweet, so she will be sometimes maybe spamming me on these, or jumping in and photobombing me on these videos, but I'm locked alone right now because she's barking like a crazy woman out there. This coming Sunday is the 60th anniversary of the Plymouth Mail Robbery. So I'm going to do a short video with one of the relatives of one of the suspects of the Plymouth Mail Robbery. And since I'm a descendant of one of them, it makes sense. And he's going to join me. We're going to tell some stories and just really, really short, maybe not even 10 minutes. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do that. And Nina and I are being featured in, I think, one of the Wicked local papers for the anniversary also. I'll put a link up for that once that's up and ready. I'll stick it on the website. The following week, I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that we have another guest, or I have another guest, who will talk about some of the men that were wrongfully convicted of the Teddy Deegan murder. And if you haven't listened to any of the episodes, there's 3 of them from season 1. You can check those out either on the YouTube channel here or on the podcast feed somewhere wherever you listen. And the following week, we're going to do a recap, we being Nina and I, because I'm going to force Nina to do this for practice. We'll do a recap of season 1, and then right before season 2 starts, we'll do sort of a preview of what we're covering in season 2. So season 2 will be till 1989. Season 3 will be until 2001, of course, including the Gardner robbery, which Dad was listed as one of the suspects. He had a letter of immunity from the Justice Department in some effort to return the paintings, but you have to wait till season 3 to hear that whole story. I know we've sort of hinted to it or alluded to it along the way, but the full story you have to wait for. And I'm going to leave you guys because this is really, and you have to forgive my language, really fucking painful. I don't want to do this anymore. It sucks. But if you guys say I have to do more of these things other than the ones that I committed to doing, then I will put my smiley face on and try doing it for you. But don't give me the thumbs down. I know I can't see the thumbs down anymore, but say you don't want to see me anymore, please. Bye.